Hello there, thank you for spending your time here today. I believe that the moment you clicked on this video, you already showed how much you care about your health or about a loved one living with diabetes, and that alone is a wonderful first step. I have a question for you. What if there were 5 simple, easy-to-follow tips that could help you improve your blood sugar levels, increase your energy, and reduce your risk of complications? Would you want to know about them right now? I ask this because many people still believe that diabetes is a lifelong sentence, something that cannot be reversed. But the truth is, you absolutely can manage it. You can live a healthy, joyful, and confident life every single day. The important thing is not perfection, but understanding your body and doing the right small things at the right time in the right way. Picture this. You wake up in the morning without feeling exhausted. No more tingling in your hands or feet. No more sudden dizziness from blood sugar spikes. Imagine walking with ease, eating without fear, and truly enjoying life. That is not a fantasy. That is a real result achieved by millions of people around the world, simply by making small but consistent changes. Did you know, according to the World Health Organization, every 6 seconds someone dies due to complications from diabetes? It is a number that should make us all pause. But at the same time, it is a powerful reminder that taking action today can make a huge difference. In this video, I will share with you 5 practical, simple, but incredibly effective tips, backed by science and real stories from those who have applied them successfully. No theories, no complicated steps, just clear guidance that you can start following today. If you have ever felt discouraged because controlling your blood sugar seems too hard, or if you feel confused by the flood of conflicting information, or if you simply want to live better, then please do not skip this video. I truly believe that what you are about to hear could be a turning point in your journey to live well with diabetes. Are you ready? Let us begin. Tip number 1, owning a blood glucose meter at home. If you are living with diabetes, there is one small but very important device that you should never be without. That is your own personal blood glucose meter. This tool may seem simple, but it can completely change the way you manage your health. You may have heard about it from your doctor. You may already have one but rarely use it, or perhaps you are still unsure whether it is truly necessary. But let me tell you something from the heart. Measuring your blood sugar every day is not just about tracking a number. It is about understanding how your body is working, how it reacts to the food you eat, the actions you take, the thoughts you carry, and the emotions you feel. Imagine this. You have just finished your lunch. It includes a small serving of white rice, some braised pork, and a portion of fresh fruit. After the meal, you start feeling a little sluggish. You wonder if it is because of your blood sugar. But instead of guessing or worrying without knowing the truth, you take out your glucose meter. In just a few seconds, you know exactly what is going on inside your body. That one simple action gives you clarity and peace of mind. And over time, each of those moments builds a personal health map, a map that helps you see which meals are helping and which habits might be causing harm. This is the kind of knowledge that gives you real power to care for yourself in the right way. The American Diabetes Association has found that regular self-monitoring of blood sugar can reduce the risk of hospitalization due to sudden diabetic complications by up to 40%. That number is not small. It is a powerful reason to take this habit seriously. Even more, a research study from Harvard University revealed that individuals who monitor their glucose regularly are more likely to make better food choices, follow their medication plan more precisely, and feel less overwhelmed by their condition. This is not just about numbers. It is about feeling safer and stronger as you walk through each day with diabetes. Blood glucose meters are easy to find at pharmacies and medical supply stores. They are not expensive, often priced under 1 million VND. Some of the most trusted brands include AccuCheck, OnCall Plus, and OneTouch. These devices are well known for their accuracy and ease of use, even for older adults. The way to use them is very simple. You prick your finger gently to draw a small drop of blood, place the drop on a test strip, and let the machine read the result for you. Within seconds, you have important information about your body. But remember, testing your blood sugar should not be done randomly. It is most helpful when done at specific times during the day. The best times to test are early in the morning before you eat, about 2 hours after a meal, and right before bedtime. These times help you see how your sugar level changes throughout the day. Ideally, your fasting blood sugar should stay between 80 and 130 milligrams per deciliter. 2 hours after a meal, it should be under 180 milligrams per deciliter. If your numbers are often higher than these, it is time to discuss your treatment plan again with your doctor. Please do not turn this into something stressful. Checking your blood sugar is not a test where you win or lose. It is a tool to learn about your body. And if one day your number is higher than usual, do not be discouraged. That is not a failure. It is simply a signal that something might need to change. Maybe you need to adjust your meal. Maybe you need a little more movement. Or perhaps you just need to rest and breathe more calmly that day. It is all part of learning and growing stronger. Many people hesitate to test because they are afraid of the little prick, or because they worry about seeing numbers they do not like. But let me say this clearly. Taking control is always better than ignoring what is happening. Every time you pick up that glucose meter, you are making a choice to care for yourself. You are saying to yourself, I am not powerless. I am learning. I am taking charge of my future. If you are caring for your elderly parents or loved ones with diabetes, help them become comfortable with using the meter. Show them step by step. Be patient and encouraging. It might seem difficult at first, but after a few tries, they will start to feel more confident. They will no longer feel lost or dependent. Instead, they will be more independent and feel proud of being able to manage their own health. And if you are still thinking, I do not know which device to buy, or I am afraid I will not know how to use it properly, do not worry. You can always ask the pharmacist at your local drugstore for help. They are trained to assist and explain things clearly. You can also find many simple instructional videos online that show every step. What matters most is that you begin. Once you take that first step, everything becomes easier with time. The earlier you start, the more control you will have. Just one small device, just one small step. But the impact it has on your daily life can be enormous. A glucose meter is not just a machine. It is your reliable companion. It stands by your side as you move forward each day, learning, adjusting, and living better with diabetes. Have you ever used a blood glucose meter before? If yes, when was the last time you tested your blood sugar? And how did you feel when you saw the result? Please feel free to share your story in the comments. I would truly love to hear from you. Tip number 2, walking after meals. You have probably heard many times that exercise is good for people with diabetes. But here is something that might surprise you. You do not need a gym membership, fancy shoes, or a complicated routine. In fact, just taking a gentle walk after your meal could make a powerful difference in your blood sugar levels. Yes, it is that simple. A short walk, taken at the right time, could be one of the most natural and effective ways to help your body process sugar. Let me explain why. After we eat, especially meals that include carbohydrates or sugar, our digestive system begins working to break down the food into glucose, which then enters our bloodstream. Now, if we remain seated or lie down after eating, that glucose has nowhere to go. It begins to build up in the blood. Over time, especially in people with diabetes, this can lead to spikes in blood sugar that are not only dangerous, but also hard to control. Unfortunately, many people have formed the habit of resting after meals. Some might sit down in front of the television, others may lie down for a nap, and some simply relax with a book or scroll on their phones. While it may feel like a well-deserved break, especially after a long day, this quiet period after eating can silently lead to increased blood sugar levels. But now, let us imagine a different scene. Instead of sitting down after dinner, you gently put on your shoes and go for a short walk. Maybe you stroll through your backyard, walk up and down the hallway inside your house, or take your dog out for a few minutes around the neighborhood. This small shift in routine immediately activates your muscles. And what do muscles need when they work? They need energy, and that energy comes from glucose. When you walk, your muscles begin to use up the glucose circulating in your blood. This simple movement helps your body naturally lower your blood sugar without medication and without any side effects. A study published in the Journal of the American Diabetes Association showed that walking for just 10 to 15 minutes after a meal can significantly reduce post-meal blood sugar levels, especially when compared to sitting still. And a well-known study from the University of Otago in New Zealand confirmed that walking right after eating is more effective at reducing blood sugar than walking at any other time of the day. This is especially important for older adults whose insulin sensitivity may already be lower. Now, you might be wondering, do I need to walk fast or for a long time? The answer is no. You do not need to power walk or break a sweat. A slow, steady, and relaxed pace is enough. Breathe naturally, enjoy your surroundings, and let your body gently move. If you can build up to walking for 20 to 25 minutes after your main meals, that would be ideal. This is a great window of time that supports not only blood sugar regulation, but also benefits heart health, improves blood flow, and enhances digestion. And there is more. Walking after meals is not just good for your body, it is also wonderful for your mind. Many people have shared that walking helps them feel lighter emotionally. They describe it as a way to release stress, to breathe deeply, and to let go of worries from the day. This sense of calm has real effects on blood sugar too, because stress can trigger the release of hormones that raise glucose levels. So by walking, you are not just moving your body, you are calming your nervous system and helping your body feel safer and more balanced. If you are just starting out, there is no need to make it a big event. Start small. Even a 5 to 10 minute walk around your living room or in your front yard is a great first step. If you live in a multi-level house, walking back and forth down the hallway can be enough. The goal is to move gently and consistently. Over time, as your body adjusts, you can increase the duration little by little. You also do not need to walk alone. Invite a friend, a spouse, a neighbor, or even a grandchild. Walking together can make the time pass quickly and bring joy to the experience. A friendly conversation while strolling can turn walking into something you actually look forward to. It can become a time of connection, peace, and routine. If you are caring for an elderly loved one with diabetes, this is one of the best habits you can help them adopt. Gentle movement after meals can help lower their risk of serious complications, such as stroke or heart disease. It may also improve their memory and reduce the chances of developing cognitive decline. The science is clear and the practice is simple. Of course, safety comes first. If you feel dizzy after meals or if you struggle with balance, start very gently. Choose a safe area close to your home. Avoid long distances or uneven terrain at first. If the weather is too hot, too cold, or raining, walk indoors. You can walk inside your house, move in place, or do some light stretching to achieve similar effects. One tip that can help is to create a small daily ritual. For example, after finishing your meal, make a warm cup of herbal tea or water, then lace up your shoes and step outside for a peaceful walk. Let the bird song, fresh air, or your favorite music guide your pace. Let this time be for you. Think of each step as a gentle gift you are giving your body, a way to say thank you for all it does each day. The best part? Walking does not cost anything. You do not need to buy equipment, you do not need a subscription, you do not need a health app or a timer. All you need is the decision to stand up and move. And when you make this choice every day, you are building something powerful. A habit that protects you, supports your health, and brings peace to your heart. So now, I ask you, have you ever tried walking after meals? If so, how did you feel? Did you notice any changes in your energy, your sleep, or your blood sugar levels? I would love to hear your experience. And if this gentle tip feels useful to you, please consider sharing it with someone you love. Because sometimes, a single walk today may help someone avoid a serious complication tomorrow. Tip number 3. Use meal delivery services to take better control of your diet and blood sugar. When you hear someone talk about home meal delivery services like Blue Apron or Every Plate, what comes to your mind? For many people, the first thought is convenience. These services help save time and effort in a busy life. But there is something you might not expect. For people living with diabetes, these services are more than just convenient. They can become a very powerful tool to help you manage your blood sugar levels more effectively, all while making your daily life easier and more peaceful. Let us pause for a moment and be honest with each other. Have you ever gone to the supermarket planning to buy just a few healthy items? Perhaps some vegetables, lean meat, or maybe a bottle of olive oil. But when you walked out of the store, your cart was full of processed snacks, instant noodles, cookies, and sweetened drinks. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know that you are not alone. It does not mean you are lacking willpower. The truth is, supermarkets are full of temptations. They are carefully designed to lead your attention toward items that are not always good for your health, and unless you have a clear plan and a lot of discipline, it is very easy to fall into unhealthy choices. That is where meal delivery services come in. They offer you a solution that reduces guesswork and helps you stick to your health goals without stress. These services usually provide fresh ingredients that are already pre-portioned and accompanied by easy-to-follow cooking instructions. That means you do not have to spend hours planning your meals, writing shopping lists, or calculating nutrients. You simply receive everything you need for a healthy meal in one package. You open the box, follow the instructions, and in a short time, you have a nutritious meal that is good for your blood sugar. This is not laziness. This is a smart, modern solution to an old problem. In today's world, time is precious. Energy is limited, especially for older adults, and health is more important than ever. Using these services is a practical way to reduce the burden of cooking while still eating well. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found something very encouraging. People who used healthy meal delivery services tended to consume fewer calories overall. They ate more vegetables and experienced fewer spikes in blood sugar after eating. Compared to people who chose and cooked their meals on their own, those using delivery services had more consistent and healthier results. This tells us one important thing. When you simplify the process of choosing and preparing food, it becomes easier to manage your health. There is another big benefit we often overlook. That is reducing food waste. How many times have you bought a bunch of celery only to use 1 or 2 stalks and throw the rest away? Or perhaps you bought a bag of beans, forgot to soak them, and they ended up going moldy in the pantry? These things happen all the time, especially when we live alone or cook for just 1 or 2 people. But when you use meal kits that are pre-portioned, you get exactly what you need for each recipe. No more guessing. No more waste. No more expired food hiding at the back of the fridge. Most of these services also offer special plans for people with health conditions like diabetes. You can choose meals that are low in carbohydrates, high in fiber, or tailored to your specific dietary needs. This is especially useful if you are following a doctor's nutrition plan or managing multiple conditions like high blood pressure or kidney problems. Being able to customize your meals gives you confidence. You know that what you are eating supports your body, not works against it. If you live alone, or if you are an older adult who finds it tiring to go shopping and cook every day, these services are even more helpful. Just ordering 2 or 3 meals a week can take away a lot of pressure. You do not have to carry heavy bags, you do not have to worry about planning every meal, and you do not have to stand for long periods in the kitchen if your legs or back hurt. It becomes easier to maintain a steady, healthy eating routine without feeling overwhelmed. Of course, there are a few things to keep in mind. Always choose a reputable service that clearly lists the ingredients and nutritional values of each meal. Look for options that allow you to adjust the meals to your needs. For example, some people may need meals with less sodium or less saturated fat. Avoid services that offer only frozen meals or dishes with heavy sauces and too much oil. Instead, look for meals that are grilled, steamed, or boiled, and make sure vegetables take up a large portion of the plate. And here is one more helpful suggestion. Try to turn the process of choosing and preparing your meal into an act of self-care. Instead of rushing to finish cooking, take a moment to read the recipe slowly. Arrange the food on your plate in a pleasant way. Maybe even listen to some soft music while you cook. Doing this can help you feel more relaxed, eat more slowly, and enjoy your food more deeply. It also helps with digestion and can reduce the urge to snack after meals. When eating becomes an enjoyable experience, it is easier to maintain healthy habits in the long run. If you have a family member or friend who is living with diabetes, consider giving them a week of meal delivery service as a thoughtful gift. This small gesture might encourage them to start a healthier eating pattern. A well-balanced meal that is properly prepared can keep blood sugar steady for hours, reduce stress on the liver, kidneys, and pancreas, and support heart health as well. Using a meal delivery service is not about following trends or giving up control. It is about making life simpler, healthier, and more sustainable. It is a practical and loving choice for anyone living with diabetes or anyone who wants to take better care of their health. So, what about you? Have you ever tried a meal delivery service before? Which meals did you enjoy the most? Which ones were easiest to cook and best for your blood sugar? If you have any tips, stories, or favorite recipes that help you stay healthy, please share them with me and with our community. Your experience might be just the thing someone else needs to hear to take the first step toward better health. Tip number 4. Limit alcohol as much as possible to protect your blood sugar and internal organs. Alcohol is something many people do not think twice about. During parties, gatherings with family or friends, or even during stressful times when you want to relax, it may feel normal to have a glass of wine or a bottle of cold beer. Many people believe that drinking just a small amount will not cause any harm. But if you are living with diabetes, even that little drink may have a bigger effect than you think. And it is not just about your liver. It is also about your blood sugar and overall health. One of the most overlooked facts is that alcohol interferes with how your liver works. Your liver plays a very important role in managing blood sugar levels. It helps store and release glucose depending on what your body needs. But when alcohol enters your system, your liver becomes distracted. It focuses on processing the alcohol and stops releasing glucose into your bloodstream. This is especially dangerous at night or when you have not eaten. If you take insulin or other diabetes medications and then drink alcohol on an empty stomach, your blood sugar may drop too low without warning. Low blood sugar, or hypoglycemia, is not always easy to notice. Symptoms such as sweating, shakiness, confusion, dizziness, or even blurred vision can be mistaken for signs of alcohol intoxication. Your friends or family may think you are just tipsy, when in fact your body is in danger. Without quick action, low blood sugar can lead to fainting, seizures, or in extreme cases, coma. The American Diabetes Association has also issued warnings about how alcohol affects the liver and slows down glucose production. They explain that regular alcohol use can reduce insulin sensitivity, making it harder for your body to process sugar. Alcohol also interacts with medications like insulin and metformin, which can create dangerous or unexpected effects. In severe situations, it can even lead to liver damage, a condition called lactic acidosis, or dangerously low blood pressure. And we have not even talked about the hidden sugar and calories in alcohol. Many types of alcoholic drinks are surprisingly sweet. One glass of sweet wine or a fancy cocktail can contain up to 15 grams of sugar. That is nearly 4 teaspoons. A 330 milliliter can of beer might have between 150 and 200 calories, which is equal to 2 slices of white bread. Even if the drink does not taste sweet, your body still absorbs the sugars and carbohydrates. This causes your blood sugar to rise after a few hours, which is exactly what you want to avoid when managing diabetes. Beyond just blood sugar, alcohol brings many other health issues. It provides empty calories, meaning it has no nutritional benefit, but it still places a heavy load on your liver, pancreas, kidneys, and heart. These are the very organs that are already working hard in people with diabetes. When they are pushed even harder by alcohol, the long-term damage can be serious. Now, if you are someone who drinks often due to work, business meetings, or social expectations, do not panic. You can make healthier choices without giving up your dignity. Try choosing a non-alcoholic drink that still looks elegant, like sparkling mineral water with a slice of lemon, a diluted glass of unsweetened juice, or an herbal tea served cold. These options allow you to enjoy the moment while protecting your body. It is also helpful to set a personal rule before attending any event. For example, allow yourself only one small drink if truly necessary, and always eat a full meal before drinking. Never drink on an empty stomach, especially if you have taken insulin. If you are heading to a gathering, bring your own healthy drink and perhaps even suggest to your friends to join you. Health should always come first before social pressure or expectations. Another factor to consider is how alcohol affects your judgment. After just 1 or 2 drinks, you may feel more relaxed, but this can lead to poor food choices. Many people eat more than usual after drinking. They tend to reach for fried snacks, sweets, or high-carb foods. For someone with diabetes, these habits can easily lead to a night of uncontrollable blood sugar spikes. So here is a small challenge for you. If you are used to drinking once or twice a week, try going without alcohol for 2 full weeks. Pay attention to your body. You may find that you sleep better, wake up with more energy, and see your blood sugar numbers become more stable. Your thinking may feel clearer. Your digestion may improve. All of this just from taking a short break from alcohol. Limiting alcohol is not about giving up joy. It is about investing in your long-term health. Every time you say no to a drink, you are saying yes to your liver, to your heart, to your brain, and to your future. If you have ever felt tired, thirsty, or heavy-headed after drinking, that is your body sending you a message. Listen to it. Your body is asking for something better. You have the power to make the change. Start today. And if it feels difficult, you are not alone. I am here to support you. We can take this step together. Tip number 5, lightweight, training to increase muscle mass and improve insulin control. When people hear the words exercise or fitness, they often imagine running on a treadmill, cycling through the park, or doing aerobic dances in a class. These are all great activities. But today, I want to introduce you to something just as important, but often overlooked: It is called lightweight training or gentle strength exercises. And for people with diabetes, this type of exercise could be one of the most powerful tools to manage blood sugar, reduce complications, and improve overall quality of life. You might wonder why muscles matter so much. The answer is simple, yet fascinating. Muscles are one of the largest tissues in the body that use up glucose. When you move your muscles, especially during resistance exercises like lifting light weights, they pull glucose from your bloodstream to use as energy. This process happens with or without insulin. That means the more muscle mass you have and the more you move those muscles, the better your blood sugar control can be. Imagine your muscles as little sugar factories. Every time you do a bicep curl or a slow squat or lift a water bottle with your arm, those muscles get to work. They start using up the sugar in your blood. And the best part is, this effect does not stop when the workout ends. Your muscles continue to burn glucose and fat even when you are resting. Research from the Harvard School of Public Health shows that people who do resistance training at least twice per week can significantly improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body becomes better at using insulin to move sugar into cells. In fact, they also found that regular strength training helps lower the risk of heart disease, stabilize blood sugar levels, and improve the HbA1c marker, which reflects your average blood sugar over 3 months. Another study from McMaster University in Canada revealed something even more promising. Older adults who performed lightweight training had better nerve and muscle function. They were less likely to suffer from falls, joint pain, and muscle weakness. That means strength training does not just help with blood sugar. It also protects your balance, mobility, and independence as you age. Now, before you worry about going to the gym or lifting heavy weights, let me reassure you, you do not need to go anywhere fancy. You do not need to lift anything too heavy. In fact, you can start at home with just a pair of light dumbbells, about 1 to 3 kilograms. Or if you do not have weights, use water bottles. Even resistance bands, which are stretchy strips of rubber, can give you a good workout. Simple exercises like raising your arms in front of a mirror, curling your arms up toward your shoulders, standing and sitting slowly, using a sturdy chair, or holding a weight while doing a gentle side bend can all activate your muscles. These movements may seem small, but when done consistently, they bring real results. Strength training also boosts your metabolism. That means your body will burn more calories even while you are resting or sleeping. This is especially helpful if you are overweight or have belly fat, which can make it harder for insulin to do its job. Losing just a small amount of fat around your midsection can make a big difference in blood sugar control. And let us not forget the benefits for your bones. As we age, our bones naturally lose density, especially after menopause in women. This can lead to conditions like osteoporosis or an increased risk of fractures. Strength training places gentle pressure on the bones, which stimulates them to grow stronger. So not only are your muscles working, but your bones are being rebuilt too. This helps keep you upright, mobile, and independent in your later years. You may be wondering, how often should I do it? If you are a beginner, start with just 5 to 10 minutes per session. Aim for 2 to 3 times per week. The key is not intensity. The key is consistency. It is okay to feel a bit of soreness after the first or second session. That is your body adjusting and your muscles waking up. But if you feel sharp pain or discomfort, take a break and rest. And please remember, if you have other health conditions such as arthritis, heart problems, or a recent surgery, consult your doctor or physical therapist before beginning. There are many safe and specially designed programs for older adults or people with chronic health conditions. You are not alone, and there is always a safe way to begin. You also do not need to do it alone. Invite your spouse, children, or friends to join you. Exercising together is a beautiful way to bond. A gentle morning session in the garden or an afternoon workout in the living room can lift your spirits and give you a sense of joy. It is not just your body that benefits, but also your heart and mind. Here is a small idea. Set up a tiny workout corner in your home. You only need a mat, a pair of light weights, and maybe some relaxing music. You can even play your favorite old songs while you exercise. Make the space feel safe and enjoyable. When you look forward to your workout, you will stick with it longer. And if you miss a day, that is okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Every little movement counts. Even lifting your arms while sitting or gently marching in place is better than staying still. Movement is medicine. Let that be your motivation. In the end, lightweight training is not about building big muscles. It is about building a strong foundation for your health. It helps you stabilize blood sugar, protect your heart, improve your posture, strengthen your bones, and most importantly, regain your sense of control. So I want to ask you, have you ever tried lifting small weights? What changes did you notice in your body or your energy level? Share your experience with me. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step. And remember, you are never too old to start. Every day is a chance to begin again. Thank you for staying with me until the end of today's video. If you are living with diabetes, or if someone you love is walking this journey, I want you to remember one important truth. You are not alone. Across the world, millions of people are learning each day how to listen to their bodies, make small changes, and take back control of their health. You do not have to change everything at once. Just start with one small step. Maybe it is checking your blood sugar more often. Maybe it is walking around the block after dinner. Maybe it is lifting a small weight or choosing water instead of alcohol. Each small step builds strength, hope, and stability for the long run. Diabetes is not a punishment. It is your body asking you to love it better, and you already have the power to do that. You do not have to be perfect. You only have to begin. With each choice you make, your health becomes stronger, your energy becomes brighter, and your future becomes more yours. If you found this video helpful, please tap the like button and subscribe so you will not miss the next one. And if you are just starting your journey, leave me a comment below. I am always here to listen and support you. Wishing you health, peace, and confidence as you continue your journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.